Earn your way to the Winter Paralympics. This is an 8th grade math review project. So it incorporates some language arts and social studies. It should take about 2 to 3 weeks depending on your students. And it's a lot of fun for the students, a really good review. So students are going to overcome different challenges as they travel around the world, and they want to earn their spot on the Paralympic team. So this is the slide deck the students are going to see. There's also a slide deck for the teacher that includes a rubric for grading, a points grading system if you prefer that. There are printable worksheets if you prefer that for the students over the digital. And just a lot of good instructions so you know how to give this project to the students, and day 1, day 2, etc. So they're going to answer math questions. They're going to learn about different cultures around the world. They're going to keep a journal of their experiences, keep track of their progress on a map, maintain a travel itinerary, and import Google photos of the different cities that they visit. Now they need to know that when they finish a slide, they're just going to click on this snowflake in the lower left-hand corner, and that shows them where to go next. Now, not all of these slides are in order. Some they're going to return to several times. So as long as they click on the snowflake, they'll know exactly where to go next. Now they have 8 different math tasks. The first one is a competition in Squaw Valley, California. So this is a ski resort on the border of California and Nevada. They have to complete all the math problems correctly to earn a bus ticket to Squaw Valley. And they need to remember that their transportation was a bus. They click on the snowflake. Now the first math task are transformations. So there's 2 different transformations that they need to show on this slide. There's 5 points for each one, so a total of 10 points. In order to show the transformation, students are going to use the fill color feature of Google Slides. So they want to reflect this figure across the y-axis and then translate it down 4 units. So to fill in the squares, they just click and hold, scroll across until they've colored in, or they've highlighted what they want to color. They come up here to the fill color feature, and they can choose any color they like. And then again, scroll and highlight, choose the color, and if they have done both of these transformations correctly, they get a total of 10 points. So they're going to submit this to the teacher, and you're going to grade it. So when they get 10 points total, then they can move on. Now I give it back to my students if they've made errors, and just so they can make corrections before they move on. So when they get 10 points, I'm going to click on the snowflake, and it shows that now they've earned their bus ticket to Squaw Valley. Now they're going to do some online research about Squaw Valley. So they're going to enter the day's date and the sport they're competing in. So these are the Winter Paralympics. They may not be familiar with these sports. So to get some ideas, they click on this snowflake in the upper right-hand corner, and it lists all of the different events. They may need to do a little bit of research to find out what each one of these is. Once they've made their decision, then they're going to return back to slide 7, and they can fill in their event. They also want to do some research and find out things to do in Squaw Valley, and they need to type in 2 different things that they'd like to do, and some food eaten in Squaw Valley. So this is, Squaw Valley's in the United States, so they might want to just Google the city and for some restaurants and find out what kind of food they offer. So then they're going to click on this snowflake. Now they have an itinerary, so each time they return to this slide, they're only going to be filling out 1 row. So for Squaw Valley, they need to Google, find out how many miles between their home city and Squaw Valley, and type that in here, their date of arrival, and the type of transportation. They were told it was a bus, so they're just going to type in bus. Each time they return, they're going to enter the city name, the miles, so this one would be the miles between Squaw Valley and Vancouver, date of arrival again, and then the transportation, which I believe is a train. So when they finish 1 row, They're going to move on. I'll move this over just a little bit. Slide 9. Now they have a map, so they're going to keep track of their progress on the map. Each time they come to the travel map, they're going to move whatever city they're traveling to up onto the map next to the pink circle that shows that location. So the first one is Squaw Valley. They just click and hold here at the bottom, and they're going to move it here. So it's in Northern California, so it has to be this circle. And eventually they will move all of the cities next to the correct circle. So once they've moved Squaw Valley, they're going to click on the snowflake. Now they're going to do a journal entry. So they want to just make up a story about what could have happened to them on their first trial in Squaw Valley. So they're going to talk about their event that they chose and what might have happened to them. So they want to be creative, use correct spelling and punctuation, and lots of detail. Once they've filled out their journal entry, again, click on the snowflake. Now the last task for this city is to import photos. So to do this, they're going to come up here to Insert, Image, Search the Web. Insert, Image, Search the Web. Once they click on Search the Web, they will get some pictures that come up. They need to type in their city. So Squaw Valley, and if they hit enter, all of these pictures will come up. Now we want a square shape, so they want to choose pictures that are close to square. They'll look much better. So once they find a picture that they want, they're going to be importing 3. They click on the picture and hit insert. Now it comes up a little bit too large, so from these little blue squares on the corner, they're going to click and hold, move toward the center, make it smaller. This little blue circle can turn it so it fits in their square, and they just want to play around with it until it fits. So here they want to again make it a little bit smaller. And then they're going to import 2 more different photos of Squaw Valley. They go to slide 12. Now they're ready for their next math task. So they're going to repeat all of these steps again for the next city, which is Vancouver, British Columbia. This time they're going to earn a train ticket. And again, just all of the same steps. The next math task would be equations with variables on both sides. They can use scratch paper or they can use the printable worksheets. I'm just going to type in the answer. Again, when they get a score of 10, they can move on. And same thing, they're going to do some research, journal entry, import some photos. So they're going to be using the Pythagorean theorem. Click and hold, they're going to drag and drop each of these terms for exponents, fractional equations, the equation for a line, algebraic inequalities, and the last one would be distributive property equations. When they get to the very end, they'll get a congratulations slide, and then they will be finished. So again, it should take about 2 to 3 weeks to complete it. Now, any of the students who finish early, I have them create their own postcards from the different cities. So that keeps them busy while some of the other students are finishing up. So earn your way to the Winter Paralympics and 8th grade math review project.